ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Colton Rice Show. And now, here's your host, Colton Rice. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another crazy show of the Colton Rice Show, the podcast where, honestly, you never know when, you just never know when you got, topics, that just come before the day of the show, and you're like, okay, well, I got my topics all of a sudden, and they're interesting enough to talk about, so yeah, let's do that. Let's do that because why not? Why the heck not? Oh boy, do we have some topics. Whoa. Wow, that was bad. I was pulling up the stream on my, iPad to make sure everything's running smoothly. And now everything's running smoothly because you probably heard about that. My bad. I was trying to, I was just trying to pull it up on my iPad and then all of a sudden the volume's up. That's because I forgot to put down the volume on my iPad and thus you probably heard the stream going live through my iPad. Even though it was, not supposed to happen, but, it happened. It happened anyway, but enough about my iPad. It's time to talk about today's topics, and the first topic is a pretty big one. It's a pretty sad one as well. Yesterday morning, we learned that Jerry Springer, talk show host and former mayor of Cincinnati, passed away yesterday, and I was like, what? Jerry Springer, he's dead? And no. This can't be. Somebody's pranking us, but no, it's official. Jerry Springer passed away, and that was the most shocking death I think that's the most shocking death of 2023 today. Now, that is pretty shocking. I never expected Jerry Springer to pass away. Nobody expected Jerry Springer to pass away, but apparently, he passed away yesterday from pancreatic cancer, and that sucks. Now, when Alex Trebek died of pancreatic cancer, I was like, dang, well, we knew this was coming. I mean, pancreatic cancer is, one of the most toughest cancers to survive from, and apparently, when Jerry Springer died of pancreatic cancer, it shocked us because, he just didn't disclose it out. He kept it private for some reason. I think a lot of celebrities keep their disease battles private for some reason. I don't know why, but they do it for some reason, and I don't know why, but my guess is to just, not tell any of their celebrity friends, grieving over them or, making their fans and celebrity friends, frantic and stuff. But, that is pretty crazy, that Jerry Springer passed away. My mind was blown. Everyone's minds were blown. But, yeah. So if you don't know who Jerry Springer is, obviously, as I said, he was a talk show host from, well, basically he was a talk show host, and he was also the mayor of Cincinnati for a while. I thought it said he was a 2-term mayor, but I may be mistaken. But I guess he was only the mayor for 1 year, apparently, from 1977 to 1978. But then again, I might be wrong. And then he was a member of the Cincinnati City Council twice, from 1972 to 1974, and then from 1976 to 1981. And he was also a lawyer because he got a degree from Tulane University and Northwestern University for becoming a lawyer. And that's pretty crazy that he was a lawyer. But technically not, because he later, after his talk show went off the air, he had his own judging show called Judge Jerry, and basically he used that he used his his degree, his law degree or something, to be a judge on a TV show. Because if you're a lawyer, you can obviously get a TV show for being a judge. It's pretty easy if you know the law and stuff. But yeah, he was a lawyer. He actually worked as a political campaign advisor for Robert Kennedy. And then after Robert Kennedy was assassinated, he went to Cincinnati to practice law at the firm of Frost and Jacobs, which is now called Frost, Brown and Todd, or Frost, Brown, Todd. I don't know I don't know if they put the "and" in there, but it just says Frost, Brown, Todd. And basically, he just started to be, a normie in Cincinnati. Basically, getting on Cincinnati city council, and then, becoming the mayor of Cincinnati. And he actually got in trouble when he was, I think he got in trouble for either running for mayor of Cincinnati or running for governor, because he actually ran for governor of Ohio. But I'm pretty sure that there was a time during one of those things where he actually solicited a prostitute, and basically this campaign ad he run basically saying, yeah, I actually did that and I really wish I didn't. Which, that was crazy. But unfortunately, he didn't get the Democratic nomination for Ohio's governor. Instead, it went to who was the Democratic nomination for governor? Dick Celeste. Yeah, Richard Celeste, also known as Dick Celeste. He actually was the former lieutenant governor of Ohio, and he actually became governor of Ohio, beating everybody in the 1983 Ohio gubernatorial race. But yeah. And there was also times he wanted to run for the United States Senate, and then also wanted to run for governor again, but he was like, nah, I'm going to focus on my TV career. But yeah. And I want to tell you guys the most interesting part of his life. That I feel that it's pretty interesting. So, when Jerry Springer was about to be born, his parents were Jewish immigrants, German Jewish refugees who escaped Nazi Germany from, being in the concentration camps and all that stuff, and headed over to England, and then boom, Jerry Springer was born in England. So if Jerry Springer's parents did not leave Germany during World War II in 1944, we might not have had Jerry Springer. But his parents, they wanted to have their child, in a safe environment, away from all the war and stuff. And they made it to war-torn England, but much more safer than, Germany. And basically, Jerry Springer was born, and then a couple years later, he's on a ship, and he's heading over to New York to live in Queens, New York. And thus, Jerry Springer came over to America. And that's pretty cool. So yeah, if Jerry Springer's parents did not, escape from Germany in 1944, Jerry Springer might have not. We might have never heard the name Jerry Springer, but thankfully, we've now known the name Jerry Springer. So yeah. And now it's time to talk about his show. Oh man. Now, before he got a talk show, he was also an anchor at, the at Cincinnati's at a bunch of, Cincinnati news stations. Well, technically just one, WLWT in Cincinnati. And basically, he was pretty good at, anchoring the news. He also has like these he also had like these, peace talks talking about, like violence, kids nowadays and stuff. And basically, um, his talkative pieces basically got him his own show, which was Jerry Springer. And basically, the first version of his talk show, well, basically it's still Jerry Springer, but it was a variation of the show. The first variation started on September 30th, 1991, basically as a, normal talk shows, like Donahue, Ricky Lake, Maury. Basically, talks about like politics, homelessness, guns, a lot of other crazy things. But then, like, people tune into the show and they're like, okay, so it's just like every other talk show. What's so special about this one? And basically, the ratings weren't that good, and they're like, okay, we're going to cancel your show. Until a producer by the name of Richard Dominic helped Jerry Springer, get back to, like up in the ratings, get back up in the ratings. And thus, he and along with Jerry Springer, brought in a bunch of crazy guests. I'm talking like spouses cheating on their wives, husbands cheating on their wives, boyfriends cheating on girlfriends, girlfriends cheating on boyfriends, a bunch of nudists, bunch of crazy Klan people. Yeah, he brought Klan members in the into the show. I watch a lot of Jerry Springer, but I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that as a child. I watched the people fight because they cheated on, their spouse or whatever, their brother cheating on their wife. Like say a person finds out his brother is cheating on, finds out his wife is cheating on his brother, and then he fights the brother. That's the stuff I saw. And then the brother also has a wife, and then the wife starts fighting the other wife. That's the stuff I saw on Jerry Springer when I was a kid. And yes, I did watch Jerry Springer as a kid because there was not a lot of interesting things going on TV. Not a lot of SpongeBob on Nickelodeon. So yeah. And basically, there's a bunch of fights. And a lot of stuff. And people say it's scripted, but I don't think it's scripted. I really don't think it's scripted. Because there was a lot of crazy stuff Jerry Springer brought to television. He even brought people who are, you know, like transgenders. He brought transgenders onto the show, and then he also brought in the the man that the transgender is dating. So basically, a woman that was secretly a man before dating a man, like a real man, technically a man, just a man. And basically the lady says, "I'm a man" to the man, and basically freaks the heck out. So basically, yeah, that is crazy. A lot of crazy stuff on his show. And it was interesting to watch. And basically his show beat Oprah in the ratings because people wanted to watch this crazy stuff. They wanted to watch crazy stuff unfold. And for this show to go almost 30 years on television, that is pretty impressive. Now, there's a lot of crazy stuff that has happened on that show. And I recommend people watch that show if they can ever find it on TV. Reruns are hard to come by for some reason. Fox 28 here in Columbus, I don't know if they're doing reruns or anything, but man, there's some crazy stuff on Jerry Springer. If you can't find it on local TV, then type it up on YouTube. YouTube has a bunch of clips from Jerry Springer, and just give it a watch. It is crazy. And then, after Jerry Springer's original show got canceled, basically, Jerry started that new show, Judge Jerry, and it went on. It was pretty good. It wasn't like regular Jerry Springer, but, Jerry Springer being a judge and stuff, and it was okay until it was canceled in 2022 after 3 seasons. So obviously, it didn't get the ratings as Jerry Springer did. So it's no wonder it got canceled. And then Jerry Springer surprisingly became the host of America's Got Talent during the 2nd and 3rd seasons, replacing Regis Philbin. And then after Jerry's stint on America's Got Talent, I think Nick Cannon took over. So yeah, basically Jerry Springer was the host for America's Got Talent for 2 seasons because I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah. And he also hosted the Miss World beauty pageant, and he also hosted Miss Universe. He was even a guest host on WWE Raw. I didn't know. I didn't know he was on WWE Raw. It's crazy. And then he had a game show on Game Show Network called Baggage, which I didn't even watch. And he's also hosted some Price is Right live shows, which are basically like The Price is Right, except with a different shows. It's not Drew Carey or Bob Barker. It's just some other person. But Jerry Springer hosted some of them. And yeah. So a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff he did. He even also appeared on, a bunch of TV shows like Married with Children, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. He showed up in an episode of George Lopez, which I didn't see that one. He was even in he was even in Austin Powers: The Spy Who Shagged Me. That cameo was pretty good because, to to get on a movie like that, your show has to be extremely popular. And obviously, Jerry Springer was extremely popular and thus, got that cameo. And he also appeared in Sharknado as well. Like one of the Sharknado movies. I think it was Sharknado 3. And he basically got eaten by a shark that he thought it was a statue. Which that is a pretty bad way to... Like, why would you eliminate Jerry Springer from Sharknado like that quickly? I mean, you could have used him for something else, but I think they had a longer part for Penn and Teller. They were in Sharknado 3 as well, so they probably put all their money into Penn and Teller instead of Jerry Springer. And also he was the Beetle in The Masked Singer in season 8 because, well, a lot of people want to do it, especially Jerry Springer, and that was pretty cool. So yeah, Jerry Springer did a lot of stuff in his career as a talk show host and, just being a celebrity. He had one kid, I believe it was a daughter, and he also has a grandson, I'm pretty sure. Don't know if he has any other grandchildren, but yeah. So, yeah. Leaves behind a wife, a daughter, a grandchild. Man. Died on the 27th of April, which was yesterday. I'm pretty sure, yep. He died yesterday in his home in Illinois from pancreatic cancer. Diagnosed a few months prior, and I guess it was stage 4, because stage 4 is is basically, impossible to, even cure. Early stages, I'm pretty sure, is curable, but stage 4, there's nothing you can do about it. Even though Alex Trebek, he was doing pretty good with his pancreatic cancer until, it just took over and basically you can't do anything anymore. That's what sucks. Nobody is doing anything about, all these types of cancers. Breast cancer, lung cancer, pancreatic cancer. No one's doing anything about these cancers, and there's no cures for them. So why are the people donating to, all these cancer research funds, and all of a sudden we can't find a cure for any of these cancers? We should step it up, people. Get somebody who actually has the time and the work ethic to actually look for a cure for these cancers so we can end cancer altogether. Seriously, it's stupid that we have to still talk about, why don't we have a cure for cancer yet? Because we are lazy as hell. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. We're becoming lazy, and somehow there's no cure for cancer. So therefore, get somebody in that science room to freaking come up with a cure for all the cancers in the world and end cancer. And then after you eradicated cancer, eradicate other diseases like HIV or AIDS or, every other disease like Ebola and the coronavirus. Seriously, it's getting to a point where we need to step it up as humans and as scientists to find cures for all these diseases, because if there's a disease that kills us all, we're all doomed, and we know who to blame: the scientists who we gave money to, help find cures for these cancers and diseases, and they're the reason why we are all dead. Scientists are lazy as hell. But maybe some are not. I'm not trying to offend any scientists out there, but come on, people. We need to find, cures for these things, because I'm getting sick and tired of seeing my favorite celebrities die of cancer and stuff. It is freaking ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. And the scientists should be ashamed for not coming up with any cures. Because, man, I'm just mad. I'm pretty mad. Why? Because nobody's doing anything about it. Jeez. So, yeah, that's it for that topic. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer. You'll be missed. Be very sad that I won't be able to watch him on TV anymore. But we'll just have to move on. Move on day by day. Alright. Now it's time to go to our first break. But when we come back, Animal House. What do I think about the movie? And do I recommend it for you? So yeah, stick around for that. You're listening to The Colton Rice Show exclusively on the Colton Rice Facebook page. We will be right back as soon as I find the break thing. And here we go. We're going to break. So yeah, we'll be right back. Alright, we are back with more of the Colton Rice Show here. And time for our next topic. So, I saw a movie over the weekend, and it was called National Lampoon's Animal House. If you don't know what National Lampoon is, they were a magazine. Don't know if they still publish it, but they were a magazine. And they also did films. What kind of films? Technically silly and crazy films. They basically just did a lot of crazy films that, entertain the people back in like the 1970s into the 80s. There are a lot of, good National Lampoon movies. I think National Lampoon Christmas Vacation's gotta be my favorite, because that's technically, before I watched Animal House, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was the only movie I actually saw. So yeah. Okay, so I now know that National Lampoon is no longer a magazine anymore. The last issue was in November 1998. Okay, cool. So yeah, National Lampoon, they were a magazine, and then, they weren't a magazine. But they also made some films. And there were a lot of films that they made. Like the vacation movies, and then just movies like that are like scattered in some. But I think this was the first National Lampoon movie, which was Animal House. It was directed by John Landis, written by Harold Ramis, Doug Kenny, and Chris Miller. Produced by it's Maddie Simmons and Ivan Reitman. When I saw Ivan Reitman produce this movie, I was like, really? The director of Ghostbusters producing a National Lampoon movie? That seems crazy. But yeah, he produced it. And it stars John Belushi, Tim Matheson, John Vernon, Verna Bloom, Thomas Halsey, and Donald Sutherland, who you may recognize as the father of Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah. Donald Sutherland is basically Kiefer Sutherland's dad. So that's pretty interesting. So this movie made over $140 million at the box office, and it was distributed by Universal. And here's basically I'll give you the synopsis of this movie. Basically, two freshmen are basically trying to seek pledge at a fraternity at Omega Theta Pi. Then they get turned down. Then they go to Delta Tau Chi. And basically, they get into Delta Chi Pi. I mean, Delta Tau Chi. They basically get into Delta House, and they are now known as I forget what their nicknames were, but oh well. They meet other Delta members like John Blutarsky, who was played by John Belushi, who I think he was trying to play a dumb character. I think he was when I saw his appearance, I thought, okay, he's the dumb character or the drinker character in this movie. So, and I was right. He drinks heavily and he's a little bit dumb. And then they meet the chapter president, Robert Hoover. And they also meet a guy named Eric Stratton, who's nicknamed Otter. And then they meet a bunch of other guys like Donald Schustine, who's nicknamed Boone. And a motorcyclist, Daniel Simpson Day, who's nicknamed D-Day. And basically, of course, they are accepted into Delta. And the crazy thing about that, when they get accepted, basically the members of Delta break into their dorm room and spray them with fire extinguishers and tell them to get up. And basically, they take the oath, and the oath is pretty funny. Like, I was like, whoa, they did not prepare for that oath. And thus, Larry and Kent, the two freshmen that get accepted to Delta, are now nicknamed Pinto and Flounder. Don't know why they would be nicknamed that, but I get Flounder. Pinto I don't get, but Flounder I do. And basically, Delta's on probation because of, academics and also violating the campus conduct policy, which the dean is trying to, destroy the Delta House and stuff. And then, he basically hires Omega to help him out destroy Delta. And it's pretty funny, especially when two members of Delta try to, are trying to golf this guy named Douglas C. Niedermeyer. Now, Niedermeyer in this movie, he sounded very familiar. I was like, this guy sounds extremely familiar. Where have I heard his voice in other, crazy movies and such, or something. And then I looked up his name. The guy who plays Niedermeyer is named Mark Metcalf. And you're not going to believe this. He is actually the parent and the teacher from the Twisted Sister music videos, I Wanna Rock and We're Not Gonna Take It. And I was like, oh, you're that guy! You're that guy that I've seen before. You're the guy that says, I carried it up 16, blah, 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 blah. And then he also says, what are you gonna do with your life? I was like, dang, this man is on some serious anger issues. May I recommend the chill pill for you? So yeah. And the craziest thing is, he was born in Findlay, Ohio, and guess where he got his education? Just guess. You'll never believe in a million years. You're probably like, well, he probably went to the University of Findlay. Strike one. Well, he probably went to, let's say, Cleveland State University or Ohio. Wrong again. That's strike two. Well, he probably went to the Ohio State University. So wrong. He went to the University of Michigan. I repeat, he went to the University of Michigan. I was like, wow, I actually supported this guy in, the Twisted Sister music videos. I enjoyed his performance. And then I later found out he's a Michigan guy. Nope, nope. He just lost my respect. Total respect just lost out the window. I actually enjoyed a bit of his, stint in, National Lampoon's Animal House, and I was like, nope, that just went out the window. Out the window, out the window, out the window, nope. Nobody, nope, nope, nope. Nope. So yeah, basically, Niedermeyer's a jerk. And obviously, he bullies Flounder a lot because he's fat. Every movie you see the fat kid getting picked on. And it's true. I am still a fat dude. I was a fat kid too. And I got picked on because of my weight. But, it's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever. But yeah. And then basically Bluto and D-Day decide to, help out, young Flounder by taking the horse that, Niedermeyer is so somewhat passionately with, I guess, because, dude likes to feed carrots to the horse with his mouth for some reason. I don't know why. And basically, they basically gave him a gun with blanks in them, and basically they're gonna see like they're gonna try and make him shoot the horse, but they're not really going to. They're probably just gonna make the horse attack him or something. So Flounder, he doesn't point the gun at the horse instead. And it's also in the dean's office. So it's in the dean's office. They're in the dean's office. Well, technically Flounder's only in the dean's office. And along with the horse, he basically points the gun at the horse, and then he points in the air, fires a blank, and then the horse is like, and then drops dead. And then D-Day and Bluto are like, what? Hot? And they go into the dean's office, and then Bluto's like, holy crap! And then D-Day's like, and then the Flower's like, I didn't do that. And D-Day's like, there were blanks in this gun. And then Blue's like, holy crap. And then D-Day's like, oh my god, there were blanks in this gun. And then Blue's like, holy crap. And then they just run away like the freaking Three Stooges. Like, wow. Yeah, Three Stooges, that really great. Big round of applause. That's a plus for that movie. Doing something like the Three Stooges, like seriously, that is crazy. That is crazy for the Three Stooges. Yeah, and then basically, the next morning, the dean is like mad, and he wants, Delta to be completely destroyed, and obviously Omega, follows what the dean tells him to do. And then they get like I guess a groundskeeper to take the horse's dead body out of the office, because basically he does measurements on the horse and does measurements on the door, and then the horse is dead, his hooves are off. I'm like, wow, that is pretty insane if a horse can die with his hooves up. How's that even possible? It's not possible. What they did is basically, I think they got some people to do that, make fake horse hooves and then have the people hold them up, or maybe they just got some kind of random box where they just put the hooves on the box and then just have them stick up there. But either way, it's pretty insane. And then the freaking groundskeeper takes a chainsaw, and I was like, whoa! And they don't show it. They don't show the groundskeeper chainsawing the horse, cutting up the horse into pieces and moving it out the door. That's what they don't show you in the movie. If they showed that in the movie, I would have been like, A+ for effort. But they didn't show it, so I'm gonna give it a C just because I can. So Bluto and D-Day decided to steal answers for the upcoming psychology test. And basically, what they didn't know is that it was actually swapped out by the members of Omega, because why? They're trying to lower their grade point average so that they can be, academically kicked off campus and stuff. And since they found out that their grade point averages dropped severely low, they decide to go with a toga party. Yeah, when you're on probation and you're failing your classes and drinking and stuff, have a party, have a toga party. Just like every other campus on this earth. And basically, they have a toga party which involves alcohol and, crazy other stuff. And basically, they also invite Otis Day and the Knights, which is a fictional R&B band that performed in Animal House. And they also created their own version of Shout, which is it's a pretty good rendition of Shout. I think it's the best one out of all of them. Pretty sure. And then, basically, they are the dean and, members of Omega decide to do a court scene basically they take Delta to court, and basically they just, basically just screw it up. They basically, say, hey, we don't have to take this. This is America, not communist Russia or China, whatever. And then they just walk out of court singing the national anthem, and that just led them to getting their charter confiscated and everything in their house removed. Especially the things that they didn't steal. And then John Belushi's character's like freaking out. They took the bar, man! They took the whole freaking bar! Ah! And then basically somebody just gives him a bottle, takes a bottle of Jack Daniels from the guys who are taking it away and gives it to John Belushi's character. And he drinks it down, extremely fast. And he's like, thanks, I need it. And then destroys the bottle. Seriously, it's crazy. And basically, they go on a road trip. And basically, this road trip is crazy. And I basically just skipped the part of the road trip because I didn't figure it was, funny or anything. I didn't know if it was interesting or anything. But the road trip scene in the movie was like, okay, it's basically their crazy antics in a road trip. So, yeah. And then the next day, Boone finds out that his girlfriend's been, sleeping with his professor. And the professor's played by Donald Sutherland. And what I did need to see in this movie is Donald Sutherland, basically, I don't need Donald Sutherland, see Donald Sutherland's, bare naked butt on my freaking television. Seriously, I'm like, oh, come on. That's wide open in there. I don't need to see it. The rest of America doesn't need to see Donald Sutherland's butt. Nobody needs to see it. Nobody. And basically, Otter goes to a motel and he gets assaulted by the members of Omega. And due to this, they decide to destroy the homecoming parade. And basically, they do. They succeed in, messing up the homecoming parade and a bunch of other crazy stuff. And basically, it's the last scene of the movie is everywhere. Got this here, then it's everywhere. Chaos ensues. And it's insane. And then they take the car and crash it into the grandstand. And then basically the chapter president of Delta is like, hey, can we get another chance? And basically, it shows them that, yeah, they all graduated. They're all graduates of this university. And basically, Yeah. And then it shows like what they did, like, after college. Like, I believe Pinto was an editor for National Lampoon's magazine. Um, Niedermeyer got killed by his own troops in Vietnam, which is pretty shocking to me. I mean, seriously, why would he get killed by his own troops? Maybe because he's a jerk. Maybe that's why. Who knows? And then Marmalade, he says, it says for Marmalade, he becomes an aide to President Nixon, but is later assaulted in 1974. Basically, they're saying, yeah, he was part of the Watergate incident, and he got assaulted in prison. The real thing for assaulted in prison, you need to watch the movie if you want to know what assault happened in a federal prison. Because I'm not going to say it on the air. If you want to know what happened to him, you're going to have to watch the movie. But Bluto, he actually became a U.S. senator. Like in the end of the movie, it says he becomes U.S. senator while also like kidnapping one of the members of Delta. Well, not members of Delta, member of Omega. He basically kidnapped a member of Omega, and then the final, like during the parade scene, and then last shot of him, leaving, the university. It basically the woman he kidnapped is basically in love with him now, and then it says yeah he's U.S. senator now. Like what? What? It makes no sense. This movie made some sense, but made no sense as well. Like seriously, when I saw this movie, I thought it was a bit funny. I thought it was okay. It wasn't that good, but it was very interesting. It was an interesting movie, and what made it an interesting movie is there was so much nudity, like so much like women nudity, a little bit of male nudity there and there, but the female nudity, oh god, holy crap, that was a lot of female nudity in that movie. Like seriously, why in the world was there that much female nudity in that movie? Like seriously, like R-rated movies now, there's just like a little bit, tiny bit of nudity or no nudity at all. It's probably just swears. But this movie, directed by John Landis and written by the great Harold Ramis, it just went whoop nudity, whoop nudity. It is a freaking insane movie, and it's an interesting movie that I just cannot comprehend. I cannot comprehend, people. I cannot comprehend this movie, and oh my god, this was one of the most insane and interesting movies I've seen. But do I recommend it? The answer, I don't know. You figure it out for yourself. You go watch the movie yourself, and then you can decide if you should have been recommended for this movie, because it's on Netflix right now, and I swear to God, if some of you guys say yeah you should have recommended this movie, I'll be like okay, go watch the movie then. But I don't know. You need to make the decision for yourself. Should I have told you guys to watch the movie? Like seriously, that is your question for you to figure out. Should have I recommend this movie to you when you watch the movie? Seriously, you should do that. So, yeah, wow, that movie, yowza, wow. So, I'm gonna have to give this movie, if I had to rate this movie out of 100, I would give it a 78 out of 100. Basically, the year it was released, 78 out of 100. It's good, but it's not that good. It has some funny parts to it, and there's a lot of nudity in the movie. And there's some things I really don't get, but it tries. But yeah. That's what I give it. 78 out of 100 for Animal House. And yeah. It's an interesting movie. It's very interesting. So yeah. Alright, done talking about Animal House, and now we're going to go to our second break. But when we come back, the NBA playoffs. It's becoming March Madness Part 2 up in here for basketball. Seriously, it is. And I'll explain why. So stick around. You're listening to The Colton Rice Show exclusively on the Colton Rice Facebook page. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back with more of the show. So, time for the second half of the show, and it's time to talk about the NBA playoffs and why it's madness here. It's madness because, oh man, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The NBA playoffs just turned into March Madness Part 2 because I did not expect a bunch of things to happen. Like, the first round's still going on, even though there's a bunch of teams that's already made it to the second round. It's still going on because, first, the Knicks beat the Cavaliers, which is so wrong because the New York Knicks are not even that good. They're going to get destroyed by Miami. And yeah, I said Miami because Miami upset the Milwaukee Bucks, the number 1 seed in this playoffs, and they lost. Like, Milwaukee lost. They lost to Miami. How do you do that? That is impossible. You literally blew your chance of winning an NBA championship. You know what, Giannis? Since you lost in the first round, it's time to come to Cleveland and help us. You need to leave the city of Milwaukee and come to Cleveland to help us. Because if you stay in Milwaukee, you're going to be sad for the rest of your life because Milwaukee is probably going to lose in the first round again and again and again and again. But if you join Cleveland, we will become dominant and we'll actually win some NBA championships again. But man, losing 4-1 to the Heat, you just gotta fire head coach and your whole coaching staff after that. Because that was embarrassing. Freaking embarrassing. I picked, Milwaukee to win 5 games, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I told you guys they would sweep, the Heat. But no, apparently the Heat won. And something's fishy. And then all of a sudden, the New York Knicks beat the Cavaliers. I don't know why. We had a pretty good team, but I guess, when you only win once against the Knicks during the regular season, you can't do anything. And I guess, first round exit, yay. We're not going to make the playoffs now and, get a first round exit nowadays. So yeah, basically whenever any Cleveland team wins now, it's going to be a first round exit. You get a spot in the playoffs, first round exit. Any Ohio team, technically. Just like Ohio State, they got a first round exit into the playoffs. Because why? We shanked a kick. But back to basketball here. The 76ers, I told you all that the Nets would get swept by the 76ers. Thank you, 76ers. And then all of a sudden, Atlanta, they try to, win a couple of games. They look like they're coming back to win, the first round of the conference playoffs. Wrong! You lose to the Celtics because you deserve to. I thought the Celtics were going to sweep you guys, but I guess you said, hey, we have some life in us. No, you don't. You're done. Get out of here. You should have been swept. I don't know why you increased it to 6 games, but you should have been swept. Seriously. Another team that should have been swept was the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves won 1 game, and then, it's stupid. If you're an 8 seed, just take the L. You're not gonna win. If you lose game 1, you should just lose the others. Because you are garbage as the 8 seed. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Seriously. But the good thing is, Denver won, and they're moving on. Now, we thought the Clippers were going to give us a game, but no, they just suck. And the Suns beat the Clippers 4-1. Last time that the Clippers will ever play at the Staples Center. I still call it the Staples Center. It ain't the Crypto.com Center. I'm calling it the Staples Center because Crypto.com Center sounds stupid. And then you got the rest of the West. Memphis trying to make a comeback from a 3-1 deficit to beat LeBron James. Don't know how that's going to go, but hopefully LeBron has a plan for that. And then you got the Kings down against the Warriors. Why are you down against the Warriors? You're better than the Warriors. How are you sucking against the Warriors now? You had this in the bag and now you're flipping it all off? What are you doing? You are supposed to win. You, the Sacramento Kings, supposed to win against the Warriors. But no, you want to give the Warriors another championship. Why? Because you don't know how to plan against the Warriors. Cleveland could have played against the Warriors better than you. But no. You're just goofing it all up. Goofing it all up there. Goof there. Goof there. Whoa. If you get a first round exit, you should get demoted to the G League. Get demoted to the G League. Seriously. Like, come on. It's not that hard to beat Steph Curry and the Warriors. You're just not trying hard enough. You're not trying hard at all. Seriously. Like, come on, man. I so wanted the Warriors to lose. But since you're telling me the Warriors are probably going to win, why are we having a 4-game series? We should just have a 1-game series. Make the playoffs only 1 game because, that'd be more exciting. Win 1 game and then boom, you're off to the next round. Like, seriously, why? Why? Or maybe even better. Why don't we increase the games to 9 games, 11 games, 13 games, 15 games, 17 games, 19 games, 21 games. Or even 23 games. No, 25 games. 25 game series, so everything just go all overboard and see who actually wins the series because, I don't know. Stuff. But yeah. This is really a big headache. I really wanted the Cavaliers to win because, if they won, we would have beaten Miami, we would have taken down Philadelphia and Celtics, and we would have beaten anybody in the NBA Finals. That's just true facts. Cleveland could have won a championship this year, but apparently it wasn't in the script because now everybody's saying that all sports are scripted. So, basically the script was in the Cavaliers' favor. So yeah. And this is sad. Because now, excuse me, we can now have Warriors versus Lakers or Memphis versus Warriors. And then, everything's gone out the window, technically. So, yeah. So, let's take a look at the conference semifinal games that are happening. It's Nuggets against the Phoenix Sun. Nuggets are going to win. It's going to be a 6-game series, but the Nuggets are still going to win. So, Nuggets are going to win 4-2 in 6 games. Heat versus the Knicks. I hate the Knicks. Heat wins 4-2. Yeah, 6 games for that one as well. And then we got Celtics and the 76ers. 76ers are going to sweep the Celtics. 76ers sweep the Celtics. That's my prediction. And then the other conference semifinal game that's not yet taking place. But we're going to see who's going to win tonight against the Warriors and the Kings and the Lakers and the Grizzlies. I think the Lakers are going to win because, LeBron James and stuff. So, Lakers are going to win tonight, and then I really want the Kings to win. Excuse me. Did not get enough sleep last night. But, yeah, I really want the Kings to win, but I think that the Warriors are going to win, and the Warriors are going to play the Lakers, and, yeah, that's going to happen. We're going to get Warriors-Lakers. And then, if that conference semifinal happens, I think the Lakers are going to beat the Warriors. It's going to be a 6-game series, 4-2 again. So 4-2, Lakers will win that, and then they will play the Nuggets, which they're going to get swept by the Nuggets. And then for Heat versus Celtics, actually no, Heat versus 76ers. 76ers are going to win. Probably sweeping them. They're going to sweep the Heat. And then Nuggets versus 76ers. I think the Nuggets are going to win 7 games. So Nuggets beat the 76ers in 7 games. Congratulations. The Nuggets are still your NBA champions after the first round because, let me tell you something, Denver deserves a championship because they have worked so hard that they deserve to win a championship. Now, if Denver wins that championship, we know who needs to win the next championship. And that's Cleveland. Because if you don't remember, 2016, the Denver Broncos won the NFL championship. And now and then months later, Cleveland wins the NBA championship. And guess what? If Denver wins the NBA championship, Cleveland deserves to win something too. Baseball or football, whichever one it is, we need to get one. Because if we don't, Cleveland sports is basically useless right now. And I'm going to be a sad, lonely little man here. Because why? I've been wanting Cleveland to win a bunch of championships ever since the Cavaliers won the NBA championship in 2016. I wanted them to win everything. Until the Cubs decided to put their foots up all the Cleveland fans' butts and say, "Ha ha, we took your championship in baseball. Suck it, you losers." And as a Cleveland fan, that still hurts. Seriously. We had a 3-1 lead and we blew it. Why? That is stupid. We should have won, but no. 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 Just no. We didn't win. Why? Because everybody hates Cleveland. Everybody hates Ohio. Because why? It's all rigged. Yeah. Everyone in Cleveland making 3-1 jokes. Yeah, 3-1 Warriors. And then the Warriors basically paid the baseball referee saying, hey, don't let Cleveland win because they making fun of us. And guess what happens? We blew a 3-1 lead for some reason. They paid somebody for that. I'm pretty sure. But who knows? I'm just making a hypothetical guess. I'm not saying they actually did it, but it could have been a possibility. But seriously, why can't Cleveland get a break in sports? You know what should happen? All the leagues should send the best players on the worst team in the sport in the league. So take your best players in the league and put them on the Cleveland Browns, put them on the Cleveland Guardians, put them on the Columbus Blue Jackets, because the Blue Jackets, the Guardians, and the Browns need the serious help here winning a championship. And then once they win a championship or two, then you can put all those best players anywhere. You can put any of those players anywhere. There should be a rule where the best players on any team has to play for the worst team in the league, so that team can win a championship or a couple of championships, and then once they're all good and said, then boom, they can now continue on as suck. Now that they have like a little bit of a dynasty, they can now, return to sucking, and people will still cheer for them. Even though they've had some of the best players for a couple of years, they'll still cheer for them because they got them a championship ring. And basically a championship in general. See, that should be a rule, because that would make baseball much more fair. Because you hate to see the Yankees win all the time, because the Yankees have won like 40 pennants, 29 World Series. It's about time for a change. We need somebody to have more championships in, baseball. Seriously. And we need somebody to have more championships than any other team. We need Ohio State to win some championships here. We need everybody to win some championships. I'm not saying Ohio State's bad and sucks. We're good, but geez, there should be a rule where if the best team continuously wins championships, like I think Georgia's probably going to win another championship, they should just transfer all the good players from Georgia to the worst teams in the NCAA. Transfer to the MAC. The MAC conference is what I consider to be the worst conference ever. Transfer them all to the MAC conference, and then watch some MAC team's going to win a national championship in just a few years. Like, seriously. It would be insane. But then again, it probably won't happen because no one likes my ideas. No one likes my ideas. They think they're crap. They think they're an abomination to all mankind. And that I should just quiet down and I don't know anything about sports. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not going to quiet down because why? I know stuff about sports that you don't know. And I know a lot about it because, I'm a professional of the sports agenda and stuff. So, yeah. Ah, man. But yeah, back to the NBA playoffs. It's going to be pretty insane on what happens in these next few games. But if Denver doesn't win, then it's basically over. Like, seriously. Any team that wins other than Denver is going to be a surprise, and it's going to be a big shock, and we don't know what in the world it's all about. Like, do we really consider this other team that that's not Denver the true champion of basketball? Or should we just, pick our champion for whoever has the best record? Because back then, there was no championship game for any of these sports. Whoever had the better record was the champion of the whole league. So, yeah. But, that's just my opinion on that. So, yeah. Well, I've got nothing else to talk about the NBA playoffs, and as much as, stuff goes. So, yeah, basically, the NBA playoffs, it's crazy, and it's interesting, and we'll just have to wait and see how it plays, so, yeah. But, yeah, that's all I gotta say about the NBA playoffs. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to take a long 10-minute break since I don't have anything to talk about I don't have anything else to talk about the NBA playoffs, so we're going to take a 10-minute break here, but when we come back, we're going to talk about the NFL draft, the first night. Who did good, who did bad, and what in the world were they thinking about? So yeah, stick around for that. You're listening to The Colton Rice Show exclusively on the Colton Rice Facebook page. We'll be right back. And we are back with more of the Colton Rice Show after that 10-minute break, and I feel refreshed. So now it's time to talk about the first round of the NFL Draft and why the Carolina Panthers are now going to be the worst team in the NFL for years to come. And it's simple. They didn't draft C.J. Stroud. Like, you can't always depend on, a former Heisman Trophy winner to, win you a championship. Like, when was the last time a Heisman Trophy winner won a Super Bowl? Or made it into the playoffs? Or even made the NFC, AFC championship game or won it? Because Bryce Young is about to become a second Cam Newton. Cam Newton, he won the Heisman Trophy back in 2010. And now you're saying that Bryce Young, who won a national championship as well as the Heisman Trophy, or did he win a national championship? I don't know. But you're saying that since he won a Heisman Trophy, he's going to bring Carolina back to its original form. You technically just drafted another Cam Newton. Because Cam Newton was the first overall pick for the Carolina Panthers back in 2011. And now they're saying, yeah, Bryce Young is going to bring us a championship and he is going to be a legendary quarterback. That's not how I see it. I see Bryce Young becoming another Cam Newton, bouncing from team to team. Once he gets on that NFL field, it's going to be much, much different from when he was playing in Alabama, because you're going from having one of the best teams in college football to a sucky NFC team that has no NFL championships to their name and 2 conference titles to their name that somehow got them to the Super Bowl for some reason. And Cam Newton, they thought he was going to be their franchise quarterback. Like, they thought Cam Newton was going to be the franchise quarterback of the Panthers. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. That did not happen. Why it didn't happen? Because he was past his prime. Just like how Bryce Young is going to be past his prime in about 5 years from now. Like, seriously, why would you draft Bryce Young? CJ Stroud is a precision quarterback. Bryce Young is not a precision quarterback. He just throws the ball whenever he thinks a guy has got it, but he technically doesn't. A wide receiver is not confirmed to have said, yeah, I got this in the bag. That's what Bryce Young does. He just throws at wide receivers and hopes that he catches them. But CJ Stroud, on the other hand, he throws precisely to his wide receiver when he's like, okay, this guy, he's open, he's ready for it, he's going to catch it. But no. They just draft Bryce Young. They draft Bryce Young, and therefore, Carolina Panthers are not going to win in any Super Bowl whatsoever, and they're also not going to make the playoffs. Well, actually, they might make the playoffs, but they'll get a first-round exit in the wild card. You just see. But Houston was smart because they need a quarterback, and they picked C.J. Stroud, and that's why the Houston Texans, in a couple of years, they're going to make the playoffs, win the AFC Championship, and they will be the Super Bowl champions. Don't know when, but they will win a Super Bowl, and Carolina will be kicking themselves in the butt and fire everybody on that team. They'll fire all the players, all the coaches, all the front office people, and basically just cease operations because they will be embarrassed if that happens. If that happens, I want Carolina Panthers to cease all operations and just move somewhere different than Carolina. Because Carolina is not the football capital of the world. No, it is not. That is Ohio. Ohio is the football capital of the world. Why? Because professional football was founded here, dang it. And then, Houston, out of nowhere, pulls off the heist of the century and getting Will Anderson Jr. from Alabama. Probably one of the top defensive players in the draft. And seriously, this guy, I heard that in high school, they had to hold him, they had to not have him practice with the offense because he was too good. He could have possibly hurt one of the, offensive players. That's why he's so good. But in order to have a championship winning season, you must prevent him from hurting CJ Stroud. If you haven't hurt CJ Stroud, then your career, your team's career is all over. It's all over. No Super Bowls. So protect the quarterback at all times. And then the Colts, they draft Anthony Richardson. Wow, a quarterback from Florida. What a shock. Now, he did okay, but not to my standards for him to be the 4th overall pick. And then the Seattle Seahawks, they drafted a cornerback from Illinois. Now just take a deep mental point of that. Just take a deep breath and just go, what? Illinois? When has Illinois had a top 5 pick? Probably never, or probably haven't had one in a long time. Illinois, a top 5 pick in the first round? I don't know what's going on with that, but Brett Bielema, you better stop that. Illinois is not that good. We all know Illinois is not that good because you got Ohio State kicking your butt for the Illabuck, which is the most prized trophy of all sports for me, because seriously, the Illabuck is one of the most awesome rivalry trophies that it beats all the other rivalry trophies. Seriously, the Illabuck is that rivalry trophy. It is that rivalry trophy. But yeah, Devin Witherspoon from Illinois going to the Seattle Seahawks. Wow. Shocking. And then, 6th pick. Paris Johnson Jr. to the Arizona Cardinals. Now here's a fun fact for you. Paris Johnson's dad, Paris Johnson Sr., he played, well, technically he got drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. And it came full circle. Junior and senior getting drafted by Arizona, the same team, and wow. That is crazy. That is pretty crazy. Then you got Tyree Wilson going to the Raiders with the 7th pick. And then Bijan Robinson, probably one of the best running backs in the Big 12, he gets selected by the Falcons. And then at number 9, a lot of people didn't think this was going to happen, but it happened. Jalen Carter got drafted by the Eagles. Now, Jalen Carter, he's actually in a bit of trouble. He is being accused of killing a teammate and a UGA athletic trainer back during the Georgia Bulldogs National Championship Parade that happened in January. And he's pled no contest, and the thing is still pending. The trial is still pending. Now, if he actually gets charged, like he actually gets, well, technically, if he gets, like, if the jury thinks he definitely needs to go to trial, his football career is possibly over, and then all those millions of dollars are going to go away. And then the Eagles are going to look like a laughingstock for taking him. And thus, the end of the Eagles dynasty. The end of the Eagles. Technically the end of the Eagles altogether. Because the Eagles, they're falling apart. Ever since that Super Bowl, they're falling apart. Ever since they won the Super Bowl, they've fallen apart. Ever since they got back to the Super Bowl, nope, they're not back. They're falling apart. They're falling apart. And the Eagles will soon be ceased. They will cease operations. And that is true. Don't go be like, Colton, they're not going to cease operations. They are, just like Carolina. It's going to be that big team depression. The great NFL team depression of 2000 whatever. And it's going to see a lot of teams go bye-bye. But not Cleveland. Cleveland is going to stay around. Cincinnati, baby. But who knows? And then, to round out the top 10, Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from Tennessee, going to the Bears, which is good because Justin Fields is going to need somebody to protect him from all those defensive players trying to sack him and injure him. So, this is a good pick by Chicago. Really great pick. I know Chicago needs some offensive linemen to protect Justin Fields because, obviously, if you don't protect Justin Fields, you're screwed. You're screwed. And then with the 11th pick, another offensive lineman gets taken. Peter Skoronski. His father, well, not his father, but his grandfather played for Vince Lombardi. And Tennessee's got that legendary player, won 2 Super Bowls with him. 2 Super Bowls with Vince Lombardi. Now, is it going to have Tennessee win Super Bowls now? No. But they might get into the playoffs more often with Peter Skoronski. I mean, he did okay against Ohio State, but the other games, I don't know. I haven't really seen him play, so can't really say anything. Oh, man, I'm tired. I need to go to bed more often. Then with the 12th pick, another Alabama player went off the board, Jamar Gibbs, running back from Alabama, going to the Lions. Don't know why the Lions need a running back, but nah. And then Lucas Van Ness from Iowa, going to the Packers. Packers, you need a defensive player? Really? I don't know. I think you need a quarterback because I don't know if that Love guy is going to be your franchisee now that Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets. But hey, who knows? And then with the 14th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Broderick James from Georgia. Obviously, they need somebody to protect Kenny Pickett. Because Kenny Pickett can't do anything with, a crappy offensive line. And then, with the 15th pick, the Jets selected Will McDonald IV from Iowa State. An outside linebacker. But, dude, you need wide receivers. The Jets need wide receivers, not defensive players. What is a defensive player going to help Aaron Rodgers with? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You need wide receivers. Dang it. I don't know what pick that was for the Jets, but wow. And then the Commanders selected Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State, which is a good pick. I mean, they need to focus on defense because they don't want Chase Young anymore, which is why Chase Young, if you're listening, come to Cleveland. You'll have a better career in Cleveland than Washington, because Washington is garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. Garbage. Just garbage. And then the Patriots selected Christian Gonzalez from Oregon. And, I don't know why the Patriots are focusing on defense. I think they should focus a little more on offense because Bill Belichick, he pretty mad. And then the Detroit Lions selected Jack Campbell from Iowa, inside linebacker. Obviously, Detroit needs to focus on defense as well because their defense is technically garbage. And then Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they drafted Kalijah Kancey. I think that's right. I think it's Kalijah Kancey from Pittsburgh, from the Pittsburgh Panthers. Now, I know that's a good pick, but I don't know if you could... Baker Mayfield as your quarterback. I don't know how good he's going to do at quarterback position for Tampa Bay, but if all you got is Baker Mayfield and some other dude, you need a quarterback. You need to come out with a quarterback after this draft, not after this draft, but technically during the draft. During the draft or after the draft, you need a quarterback because I don't know if you can win games with Baker Mayfield. I mean, I like Baker Mayfield, but come on. You got to figure out something. And then with the 20th pick, the Seahawks selected Jackson Smith and Jigba from the Ohio State University. To be honest, I thought, he would be further in, the draft, but I guess not. And he was the first wide receiver to come out of the draft, so that's good. That just tells you, hey, all you wide receivers in the draft, Jackson is better than all of you. LOL. And then Quentin Johnson from TCU got drafted by the Chargers. Okay. More people for that, who's that quarterback? Justin Herbert to throw to. And then Zay Flowers from Boston College got drafted by the Ravens. So that's another target for Lamar Jackson to throw to because now he's getting paid a lot of money. He's getting paid $260 million for a bunch of years. So obviously, good pick. And then Vikings, they picked Jordan Anderson, wide receiver from USC. Don't know about that pick, but And then with the 25th pick, the New York Giants select Deonte Banks from Maryland. Now, that was actually a pretty good pick because he actually blocked an Ohio State extra point attempt and took it back for 2 points. Now, New York is getting a pretty good Maryland player If Banks can actually block field goals and actually destroy the quarterback and anything he can do for New York, then New York will actually win the Super Bowl next year or maybe 2 years from now, because the New York Giants, they're looking like Super Bowl contenders. And if we get a Giants-Jets versus Super Bowl, it's going to be the Battle of New York. The battle for New York. Well, technically the battle for New Jersey because they're in New Jersey. But they should move to New York, man. I mean, because there's a lot of space in New York. Seriously. Move the Jets and the Giants to New York. They're technically the New Jersey Giants and the New Jersey Jets. Do not call them the New York Jets or the New York Giants. They're technically New Jersey. Call them the New Jersey Giants and the New Jersey Jets. Seriously. Jesus. But yeah. Technically, if you get that Banks guy out on the field, he will destroy you. Well, destroy the offensive players, technically. And then Dalton Kincaid, tight end from Utah. Can't pronounce his last name. He gets drafted by the Bills. Maisie Smith from Michigan is the first Michigan player off the board, which means Ohio State wins the first round 3-1 in the NFL draft against Michigan. Because Michigan, you are not that good. You only had one player go in the first round. Ohio is first round you. First round you. First round you. And then the rest of the draft went by. Anton Harrison goes to Jacksonville. Miles Murphy goes to Cincinnati. Brian Breesy goes to the Saints. Nolan Smith goes to the Eagles. And Felix Akundai Uzoma goes to Kansas State. Can't really pronounce his last name, but Felix guy from Kansas State goes to Kansas City because might as well stay at home, technically. Now, I want to talk about Miles Murphy real quick. Defensive end going to Cincinnati. Cincinnati, what are you doing? What are you doing? You need offensive linemen, not defensive people, because Joe Burrow about to get sacked by the Browns. Because Myles Garrett's coming after him. Lol. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's the first round of the NFL draft, and my opinions on it. Pretty interesting, pretty okay. Some crappy picks here, good picks there. Technically normal. And the second and third rounds are tonight, 7 o'clock on ABC and ESPN. I will be talking about the second round on my Twitter. Follow at ColtonRice01. And I will talk about, the draft. Now, here's my best available for the second round. Quarterback Will Levis from Kentucky, and DeJuan Jones, offensive lineman from Ohio State. Don't know why he's so low. He's 27th best available. He should be number 2 at least. Come on. Somebody needs an offensive lineman, and somebody needs DeJuan Jones, not any of these Michigan players that are somewhat better than DeJuan Jones. That's an insult on DeJuan Jones' name. Insult. So, yeah. But, anyways, we're going to take a quick break real quick. But when we come back, it's the Friday Shout-Out. So, stick around. You're listening to The Colton Rice Show exclusively on the Colton Rice Facebook page. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back after that quick break. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a somewhat weekly tradition. Sometimes we don't do this that much, but yeah, we switch it out with the fumble of the week today. Well, with the fumble of the week, on and on, yeah. So, today we are doing a Friday shoutout. Now, this week's Friday shoutout is a shoutout to all the remaining NFL draftees in this year's NFL draft. So, good luck to all of those draftees getting drafted. Hopefully they get drafted today. Especially those Ohio State Buckeyes that are out there. You need to get drafted. Whoever passes up on you, they are not smart. They're just not smart. Seriously. If they do not draft, if there are no Buckeyes drafted in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round of this draft, something's wrong with all of these crazy coaches and general managers going on. Because seriously, we need more Buckeyes on this team, on these teams. Because if not, then what's the point? What is the point? What in the world is the point? Seriously. We do not know what is going on with these guys. Seriously. It's getting weird. But you know, it is whatever. It is whatever. Because, you know, stuff happens. Stuff happens and there's nothing we can do, but we try. And, you know, it just still happens. Because, you know, they just don't know. They just don't know. Like, seriously, there's a lot of good players out on this draft. And there are a lot of good players and there are a lot of good Buckeye players in this draft. And if none of the Buckeye players get drafted, then you just hurt their whole football career. You're basically saying all that work for all this just to get to the draft and say sorry, you're not drafted and we're not going to sign you as a unsigned free agent. That just says we played football for nothing. We put in the work for nothing. Seriously, what is up with that? But, you know, I know a lot of good players are going to get drafted. I know some Buckeyes are going to get drafted because if they're not, then we just be angry at the NFL. At all the coaches and all the GMs and all the front office people. Because they don't know Ohio State football like true Ohio State football people do. And also true Ohioans. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, it's currently 2 o'clock, and it is time to end the show. So I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to the show. Next week, since it's technically going to be my birthday week, kinda, May the 5th, I'm gonna say. So yeah, May the 5th, there's not gonna be a show, and it's also Cinco de Mayo. But my birthday's actually on a Wednesday, May the 10th. So unfortunately, I'm gonna take like the 5th off, so there won't be a show next week, but there will be a show Wednesday, and also there will be a little bit of a change to the show, and I'll explain that next time, like next on the 12th. So there's not gonna be a show next week, guys. Not gonna be a show next week, but there will be a show on the 12th. So May the 5th, no show. May the 12th, there will be a show. So yeah, make sure you guys tune into that, and I will explain the changes that will happen in the show. So yeah. Alright, so with that, thank you all for tuning in to the show, and I'll see you all May 12th for another exciting edition of The Colton Rice Show. So with that, guys, I'll see you all on May 12th. So yeah, see you guys later.
Disappointed.